Simply want to say that I had the great privilege of going to Philadelphia and seeing my goddaughter Nathalie participating in City Year. And I had no idea the program existed before, but to see what it's doing in terms of our inner city schools and how the mentoring process is helping students and giving hope to our community when education is probably the most vital necessity for survival in this world today. It was very, very encouraging, and I simply want to thank City Year for all of it's doing, and if I can help in any way and my foundation can help in any way, we want to be an asset to what you're already doing. So God bless you and thank you very much.
So I got through the first act. It took me about 3 years to get through the first act. That's a great concept.
Over some City Year stuff. I have information for Big Bill. Of course. I looked at some videos you were doing. Some stuff like you had your own show. Yeah. You still do that? Let me read it. At 7:30, we're at the schools. And then at 8 a.m., from 8 a.m. to 8:15, we're in front of where the students are entering. And we power greet to like create a positive energy and get them excited for a day of learning. So we do different dances, chants.
Do they join with you?
Some do. And some be like, man, yo, this corny, this wag, yo, you troll it, blah, blah, blah. But then others are like, can you do this one, bananas? So we have like a lot of ready choreographed things.
One of them?
Yeah. I'll show you one. But it's really exciting and fun. And it's I serve on a group of 16 core members and then 2 team leaders and 1 program manager. So there's essentially 6 core members in the 7th and 8th grade.
So how many people in one
entire core?
Yes.
There's 255 of us. We're the largest core this year serving at the City of Greater Philadelphia.
How many students do you service?
We service in 20 schools in Philadelphia, and my school houses 600 students, and it varies depending on the schools. And these are all inner city schools, so these are schools in Philadelphia that are struggling, and their children are coming from the inner city environments.
And in one school, how many kids do you serve in one school?
Like I said, it varies. My school is 600, others may have 700, 800.
How many people are 600 kids?
16. So it's like, and we wear this so we're a strong presence. It is challenging. So let me begin this with this one. Here, so we're going to this section of the office. It's very impromptu. Right. So here's MLK space. There's not much in here, but we call this like the Dr. Martin Luther King space where we all have meetings. We'll do our step practice in here because we have a City Year Greater Philadelphia, which we call CYGP, and we do steps.
Let me see.
Yeah, we need to. I have to remember it. Okay, I have to remember.
Tired of what?
Also, this morning, the special thing about like unity rallies is what we call it, is when we all come together, the entire core. So 250 core members and all the staff comes together and we meet like in one section of Philadelphia. Usually it's across the street from City Hall. Today it was in Comcast, in front of the Comcast building, because we have several national leading sponsors and then local sponsorships. Comcast is one of them. So 255 core members doing chants. And like we have call back responses, and then we say our pledge, and then why are we doing service kind of thing. So it was really fun this morning, and that starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. Do first circle, and like we would stand in a strong circle. So we each have to be in circles so that we can see each other, and then we'll give out announcements. We'll break. We always have to do a spirit break. So we'll come together, and whoever's hand is at the top will say something inspiring or something positive or something just funny. So like today our spirit break was, it's Friday. So we do CYGP, it's Friday, woo. That's like a sports thing to it. When we begin Unity Rally, we go City Year formation and then hug. So we have to kind of stay there. And then there's a call response like, City Year, are you ready to perform power lunges with excellence? And you'll say, City Year is always ready. Or you'll do City Year, are you ready to get motivated? And City Year is always ready. So then do motivation check, Big Bill, and then Big Bill will be like, motivation check. And you'll be like, motivation check.
Motivation
check. And then you shout out.
Motivation check.
You shout out motivation check, right? And then like, motivation check, City Year. And you say, motivation check. And then you say, R, Yeah, motivated. And we just motivated. We are.
Go ahead, big hit.
Check us out. You check us out. You check us out. You check us out. Smooth. And then we just sit here formation. That's my favorite one. And then the one our kids love that we do is called Bananas. So it's like, City here, are you ready to go bananas? And they're like, City is always ready. And like, bananas of the world unite. And we do this. And we pretend like we're a banana. So we go peel.
Go ahead.
Bananas. Chop bananas. Chop, chop bananas. Smash bananas. Smash, smash bananas. Eat bananas. Eat bananas. Being there early in the morning, if say a student in advisory and homeroom is late several times or have been absent, I will call their home and say, hey, this is Natalie. I'm just a little concerned because I haven't seen, you know, a student here, and I don't know what the issue may be. Is it because, you know, what's going on? Can you explain to me what's going on? Because 7th grade is imperative in order for them to go to really good high school. They need to be on their A game in 7th grade. So with the early warning indicators, they create a focus list. And because there's 600 students in this school, there's only 16 of us. That's the challenging part. Like, we know as much as you want to help every student, it's impossible really to help every single student. You can make an impact, but you have to focus on at least a few sets of students. So the data that they create a focus list from is what they are able to obtain from last year's information. So whenever a student has received a C, a D, or an F, whether it's math, it has to be math and English, because those are the areas that we tutor in. We will help them and focus in. Wow. So we also have created after-school programs, which consist of homework help, which is mandated for the student in order to go to dance, acting out, or like performing arts after school or sports club or service learning. They have to go to homework help, and then we help them with the homework. Now, as of right now, yesterday I spoke to my teacher on how can we get the students there that really need it, because a lot of students on my focuses, they tend to just go naturally because they're like, hey, I get free snacks, Miss Natalie's gonna help me with my homework, cool. But then some students who I really do need them to go, they're just like, no, I'm gonna go hang out after school. So the teacher and I, it's really just a partnership and collaboration between City Year, me as a core member, the teacher, and like the administration, and then the student, like how we can help them. So here, we are funded through AmeriCorps. So we are a subsidiary of AmeriCorps, essentially. And our national leader sponsors are Airmark, Comcast, Pepsi, Walmart, CSX. My team sponsor is CSX. Each team is given a team sponsor. We do have some service teams who do not have a team sponsor, and we're still looking for some sponsors, but for the most part, everybody has somebody to kind of look up to. Now, besides the service element of City Year to like the communities and the students, they also help like the core members personally. And when I say that, it's through like leadership after City Year, which we call LACY, or something where we create mentorships between the core members and the major sponsors. So there's over 16,000 alumni who've done City Year. So
do they come back?
They'll come back, they'll talk, and they'll help the core members. So it's like personal development and leadership, like growth as well. Yeah, we have local supporters. So these are our local supporters, in like the Governor's Wife, United Way, SEPTA, Give a Year partners. So Widener's listed, University of Penn, Drexel, and Eastern. The thing that I love, yay Widener, is that if a high school senior were to decide to do City Year for a year, with City Year you receive an education award, which is granted $5,500 to you to use for education purposes, whether it's pay back your student debt or pay future like college, graduate school, or undergrad. So we have core members, and you can only serve through the ages of 17 to 24. So you'll have core members who are recently high school graduates and say they wanted to go attend the Widener. If they've done their year of service and received their education award, Widener will match it. So Widener will give them another $5,500. So then essentially they have $11,000 going to school, and then they're given a lot more opportunities too. But it happens anywhere.
It's a one-time donation or yearly?
It's one time for you to match. But that also is a possibility for graduate schools. We have a lot of graduate partnerships. So with the University of Penn in Boston. And now here's places that we serve as.
That was my next question. Is it like urban communities where
Yeah,
target?
now we just recently opened Jacksonville and Orlando and Sacramento. So we are in 24 cities throughout the country.
Wow.
And we are 2 affiliates abroad, London and South Africa.
Wow.
In order for you to serve in London and South Africa, you have to be an actual citizen of those.
To not only fall through the crack, but fall into an abyss. Over-concentrated, needy kids in under-resourced schools. The inevitable result is driving this.
AmeriCorps.
You're at the stage of, I would call it.
America is part of Citibank, right?
AmeriCorps is the government. AmeriCorps.
26 seconds left.
A student drops out.
We know right now who's going to drop out.